I'm not a formally trained artist. I've always had an interest in aquariums, which certainly has an element of design and aesthetics, which is really important. And so I guess it was from that angle of working closely with my friends who are artists and musicians, and seeing that, in fact, what I love to do, which is to keep and culture aquatic organisms, that what I was doing was also, in a sense, art. I recognized that maybe the only way that I was going to be able to spend the amount of time I wanted to in the field underwater studying these animals was to fund it myself, or fund it ourselves. And so that's really where the DIY attitude of, well, okay, well, how are we going to fund our ability to learn more about these animals that are being ignored by the general science establishment, and that is to collect and then aquaculture these animals and to provide them to aquariums and aquarists.
One of the things that we really wanted to do is do these natural history videos, and that's kind of a amalgamation of Colin's photography skills and my musical skills, and so that's probably that's what we've been doing for the last 6 months.
So we try to find really these minute animals that are especially symbiotic. We try to make them larger than life, because otherwise that's something that would be overlooked. And so we're really attentive to the very small. We're not as interested in the fish and the big flashy animals.
This video audio collaboration kind of got us in the wavelength to start a record label ultimately, that featured South Floridian musicians that ultimately I think can benefit from this morphologic idea of symbiosis.
It's important to put these things into perspective, and I think that that's something that we also try to do through our art, is to try to have people look at these animals as a reflection of the human condition, and to try to derive examples of how you can be successful. The coral reef is very much like a city, and Miami is about as close to a colorful coral reef city. It's a reflection that, if nothing else, aesthetically they're beautiful, but it should also, I think, give pause to stop and realize just how much beauty there is in the coral reef, and how much really there's left for us to understand about the world around us. And so, yeah.